Good afternoon and welcome to Travels with Sheila here at Coxlawton. I thought I'd give you a little primer about the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. Pardon the hat hair, which is what it's going to look like for the next 7 days, remaining part of our trip up here in Finland. We saw the Northern Lights last night at Aurora Village on the fourth night of our stay. What you may not know is you don't just say, oh, the lights are going to be on at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. No, they can appear any time between 8 p.m. and 3 in the morning. So you've got to prop yourself up on your bed, or in our case, in our little, thankfully, glass igloo, and keep looking. No, nothing. Finally, about 11:30 last night, we said, even though gorgeous starry skies, let's call it a night. Went to sleep at 11:30 p. and at 1 a. fortunately, I had to go visit the loo. And I sat up in bed, and across the whole sky was this rainbow cloud. And I thought, I think that's the aurora. Took a fast pic. Sure enough, it was green. It was the aurora. With that, I threw on clothes, took some inside, went running outside, stood there, snapping away. Now, when you first see an aurora, unless it is extremely strong, it looks like a wispy gray cloud. But if you can see stars through it, that is the aurora. The short lesson has to do with rods and cones in our eyes and night vision, where people see in grays and dark tones. You do not see in color, but the camera lens sees in color. This is what you need to go photograph the aurora if you're serious about it. A little point-and-shoot camera is not going to do the job. I've learned all this over 8 years of experimenting. The most important thing you need is a tripod to hold the camera steady. I started out with my point and shoot and got really crummy pictures of the aurora. People told me, nope, need a tripod, and you need an SLR camera, a single lens camera, which I had at home, but thought, oh, my little point and shoot will do just fine. And if you're serious about it, you need a wide angle lens. You have to set it to manual and deal with mine. I'm not a professional photographer. Mine ranges anywhere from the big number 20, 15, 30, and the smaller number is 4, which is what this particular lens does. You set to infinity. I always got a little tape to hold my infinity so I know where it is. And if you're lucky, like we were last night, this is what you come up with. Green in the sky. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Well, I stood outside from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock in the morning, just snapping away. So here we go. By the way, 1 year I brought all this with me, and I forgot the little hoodie that holds the camera onto the tripod. And I tried balancing on Steve's back. Did not work at all. Just blurry pictures. I am all set up and ready to run outside if the occasion comes up. Who knows, you win some, you lose some, but at least every single time in 8 years that we have purposefully made trips to Alaska, Norway, Sweden, Finland, we have seen the aurora. But you need more than one night. As I said, we didn't see it until the 4th night at Aurora Village. So if you come for just 2 days, you're out of luck. I hope you learned a little. As I said, I am not a professional photographer and never will be, but I enjoy standing out there capturing this elusive, wonderful spectacle. I happen to have an iPhone 13. I kept snapping pictures in the night mode just to see if there was any green. You cannot see the green with the naked eye unless they're very, very strong. And this is what we got when we're lying there in our little beds, looking out in all directions and screaming, "Oh my God, the lights are out." Then you jump out of bed, put on all your clothes, grab the good camera on the tripod, and go running out, praying that they have not faded. Let's talk about what clothes you need or what to wear if you're coming up here into Lapland or someplace truly frigid. You need mittens, not gloves. You want to keep your fingers close together for warmth. That in gloves, when the fingers are apart, your hands are going to get colder faster. Of course, a hat. We are wearing our handy dandy waterproofs. That was when we took the Ponant cruise up from Kamchatka to the Aleutian Islands in Alaska. This is part of your fare, part of your cruise fare, which it should be for the price that you pay to take a cruise to these weird, unusual, but definitely worth it islands. Gore-Tex pants or waterproofs. They've got to be waterproofs. These are outer layers. Underneath everything, thermals or long underwear, fleece. I've got on tights and a fleece top over the thermals, wool socks, and invest in what they call them here spikes or stability devices. They're not expensive. Mine are Yak Trax. I think they're about $21, $22. You can get them on Amazon.com. You can get them through Yak Trax. You can get them anywhere. They also sell their own brands of spikes up here. That's what you need to wear. Further on the Northern Lights. Statistically, you have a 50-50 chance of seeing Northern Lights. Obviously, the more days that you stay, the more chances that you have. Tonight is our last night, and statistically, we've gone 4 out of 10. If the forecast is wrong for tonight, it's supposed to be a very high KP, which, if it was clear, would be a great auroras. It would be exactly 50%. Another important fact, though different resorts tell you they have an aurora alert like they do here, do not pay any attention. Yes, it should go off, but Steve and I parked ourselves on our little beds last night, starting at 6:30, right after dinner. And at 7:45, we had aurora. We saw it coming. The alert did not go off, or the alert did go off around 10:30, but we saw the aurora coming before then. So park yourself in front of your little glass window. This is the best way to do it, rather than paying to go on an aurora hunt and standing outside and freezing your you-know-what off. Keep watching and get ready. I'm pretty much fully dressed at night because as soon as I take all my clothes off, an aurora appears or the Northern Lights appear. Still, again, statistically, Norway, around the Tromsø area going up, has the best, you have the best chances of seeing them there. I'm not complaining. I'm just giving you the benefit of what I've experienced and what I have learned. Happy hunting.